What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? We are back with Ghost of Yotei.
That bridge was a threat to the castle.
Yotei. That's how they pronounce it.
Seat of power. The Oni was always going to attack.
You never were very good at comforting me.
Because you get upset at the wrong things.
I would challenge that, but okay.
I thought if I could save that bridge, I don't know.
I would argue that Jubei has been fairly rational this whole time. If anything, he's kind of gone out of his way to kiss your ass, and it's kicked him in his.
The camp's on top of this ridge.
What are you expecting to find?
I have to see it.
You'd see me start to turn that way, going, ooh, loot.
The survivors will retreat to the northern camp.
Guess that's where you will go.
Back on the bridge. You said the Oni left you to burn.
They pinned me to the tree with Father's sword. Then the Oni put a torch to it. I pulled myself free before I caught fire.
What?
I don't want your pity. Just for you to understand why I can't let this go.
I'm sorry. I expected you to follow the rules of my life without knowing the first thing about yours.
You tried. But I've been alone for so long.
I will help you kill the Oni.
But what about your duty to the Matsumae?
Let me worry about that. You need to find a new lead. I doubt Mad Goro survived the Oni's attack.
I wouldn't be so sure.
What did you do?
I loosened a board so he could escape.
I'll ask if anyone's heard about Mad Goro at the northern camp. Tell the guards Lord Kitamori is expecting you. They'll let you in.
Of Jubei's face when she said that, he's like, God damn it. Why, Atsu? Why do you do this to me? We were having a moment. See, it's that moment right there, though, that I think kind of exemplifies what I've been saying about Atsu this whole game. And it's again, I think so many people were quick when we were seeing the previews for this game, were quick to go, oh great, here we go, another girl boss game or whatever. But we get that moment where Atsu, where Jubei is kind of, where it would easily be that Mary Sue moment, that moment where Jubei is just like, I wanted you to follow the rules of my life without knowing yours. And that could have been the moment of, you've been through so much, and I'm sorry, I was wrong, you're the perfect angel, and, whatever you say goes. No, she then has some level of humility where she essentially says, I've been alone for so long. You tried. You tried to understand where I was coming from, and I wouldn't let you in, and that's what caused the friction between them. Granted, I am kind of reading a little bit more into it. There wasn't that much dialogue, after she said, I've been alone for so long. But again, the way that they were bonding in that moment, that's how I read that scene. Sorry, cat. I'm talking with my hands. I almost punched her in the face. But no, I think that's actually a really great moment between Atsu and her brother.
Need help with some armor?
It's like I said, it's just this moment where we get this moment of humility from Atsu,
Come back
where she admits that yes, because she's hearing her brother, saying that I'm sorry that I didn't. That I was expecting you to play by my rules when I've made these oaths and you haven't. But at the same time, she just instead of just accepting that, it doesn't let him off the hook, but says, you know what, we both made mistakes. I think that is the best way to handle that scene, especially when they have been showing Jubei throughout this entire section to be very reasonable. I think the times that he's gotten mad at Atsu have been completely valid. Can we take a moment, though, to talk about the placements of this Matsumai encampment? So they were attacked. So they were on the southern side of Ishikari Plains.
With the commander.
With that, at that bridge and that little camp down there. And I'm assuming the Oni raiders came from the castle, which is centrally located, would push down to the southern camp.
What are you doing here?
How did they retreat to the north?
Against my orders.
Because that would have had them going through.
Defending the bridge against the Oni raiders.
Am I the only one who thinks that's odd?
She is dangerous.
Anyone?
As unpredictable and self-serving as a wild animal.
It's not wrong. He's mean, but not wrong.
Yes, she does. This way.
See, I almost feel like Jubei's... It's fine, man. I'm just looting your little tent. I almost feel like Jubei should have said, you're right, she doesn't belong here. She's not a samurai. She's a warrior in her own way, but she isn't us, and maybe that's what we need. Again, that was the whole point of the first game.
Careful.
Was that Jin couldn't fight the Mongols like a samurai. He had to fight as the ghost, which then caused that amazing scene at the end with his uncle, right? Need to replay the first game.
There was a fire at the mountaintop shrine. Its new priest is stranded at the summit.
And?
This so-called priest is rumored to be eccentric and missing a number of teeth.
Oh, Goro.
I do kind of like Mad Goro.
He's been performing for the kami.
Or the amount of offerings he's kept for himself.
That would be low, even for him. The shrine's not far. Let's take a look.
Yeah, goddamn, the ending to Ghost of Tsushima was so good. But yeah, I just...
Dad know he was disobeying orders by looking into Mad Goro?
Of course.
You have loyal friends.
Being part of a clan isn't just about honor or serving a lord. We watch out for each other.
Faster, Mochizuki.
I kind of lost my train of thought there. No, it's like I said, I definitely think this game has done some, it just had some really standout writing moments. Overall, I think I would say story-wise and everything, I think the first game was a little better.
You're risking a lot.
I think it was structured better. I think some of the scenes were better. But this game does have some moments where I think it reaches those peaks that the first game hit.
Rash words, I regret. We are our father's twin wolves. No one can.
And I'm not trying to shit on this game when I say that either, because when I when I say that, it's like, well, it's not hitting the peaks of the first game. Well, the peaks of the first game were really fucking good. That was I would say that was a 9 out of 10 game that had some 10 out of 10 scenes. This is an 8 out of 10 game that can find some moments. Some moments here or there that hit that 10 out of 10. I think this game is a step down. I don't want to say a step down, because that's not fair. What I mean by step down is, I think it's in the technical execution of the story, and I think its biggest problem is the fact that it technically allows you to complete any of, hunting the Yotei 6 in any order. So that makes the story actually feel like 3 smaller stories. It's like you got to go through 3 smaller separate stories that aren't really connected to each other to be able to get to the final end story. Again, it's a modern writing thing that was being done a lot. Watch Dogs 2, I remember, was a game that I initially, when I played that game, I said I liked that storytelling method. And then the more and more I have seen of it, I realize, well, by doing it this way, it's like, oh, well, the player can do the story in whatever order they see fit and yada, yada, yada. Okay, that's true. But then you run into the problem
Voices, stay low.
that because it can be done in any order, the stories have to... They can't reference each other too much because maybe you didn't complete one when you're doing another, and so they all kind of have to be written separately. It doesn't click like it should. The entire story isn't as cohesive as it should have been. And again, that's where Ghost of Tsushima's was so well written, in the fact that it started in the southern part of Tsushima and moved to the north. And the game progressed in difficulty, the narrative progressed, everything just flowed in a line for the game, and I thought it worked a lot better. If you're going to do the whole, well, you can do certain things, do things in your own order or whatever, I think the best method is the Rockstar method, similar to what Grand Theft Auto and Red Dead do, where it's, okay, hey, you're in this section, and now, you have, like, these 4 or 5 missions that you can kind of do in any order. Because those short 5 to 10 minute missions, their stories don't interact with each other necessarily, because some do. But it's all feeding into the arc as a whole. So really the story, yes, you can do missions in a slightly different order, but the whole arc feels a lot more cohesive than I think the story of this game. Because once we leave Ishikari Plains, we don't see Jubei anymore. It's almost like, well, what have we been doing? We no longer have Jubei. So it's like all this effort, all this work that we put into to this point, well, it's now gone. It's now a whole new cast of characters. It's a whole new whatever. Ubisoft, I think, really did this a lot. Look at Far Cry 5. Like each little section that you went to take out the different members of the cult. Again, entirely new cast of side characters, entirely just its own story that had nothing to do with any of the other sections that you've completed or haven't completed by then.
That's the last of them.
Yes, it's supposed to all come together in the end, but the story doesn't build off of itself, which is kind of what I'm trying to point out as the most frustrating element of it. And that's where I think this game has its biggest weakness, is in the way its story is structured. Its story is fine. The story is structured poorly, in my opinion.
Mad Goro's been making firebombs again.
Something to look forward to.
I'll find a way to the other side.
Atsu! The way you rush into things. It's like you have no regard for your own life.
I won't die until every member of the Yotei 6 is in the ground.
There are things. People to live for beyond revenge.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say it. Maybe we throw our grappling hook to try and latch onto something from solid ground. Because then if we miss, we aren't plummeting to our deaths. Huh?
More dignified path.
Huh?
This way, my lord. The path is blocked. I could use a hand, my lord.
Because you ask nicely.
This shrine has seen better days.
A weird question to you guys. Would you prefer if
I'm all right.
they didn't keep the bloodstains on the outfits for so long?
And be careful.
Like, I get it. Okay, she's getting bloody, you know, in battle and everything, and, you know, getting muddy as you're climbing around in the dirt and muck and everything. Okay, that's cool. But then I enter cutscenes and I'm just drenched in blood. I feel like they stick around a little too long. Like, do you like the element of, you know, quote unquote realism in that, or are you kind of like me where you're like, okay, you could slowly fade it out a lot faster? I know I said slowly faster, but you know what I mean. You got to do it in kind of like a gradient, otherwise it looks like it just pops in and out.
Atsu, up here.
I'm fine, Jubei. You worry too much.
And you too little. Atsu, I just want more for you than the life of an outsider.
I know.
We can talk about it once we kill all the Yotei 6. Yes, Rose, you're very adorable. Now go to the other side.
You can see the Oni's castle from here.
Oh my God.
Have views like this?
I never took the time to look. I just kept moving, fighting.
Running.
No, it's... Do you remember the stories Mother used to tell us about Ronryo? Ruthless spirits, wandering the land, driven by vengeance. Sometimes I feel like that is what I am.
A ghost among the living.
I'm glad you found home with the Matsumae. But I can't escape that night.
What the Yotei 6 did to us. I
I like how the hatch shadow is
just
in the
pretend it
cutscene.
happened to someone else.
I feel like that would be easily be a detail to not put in, but I like that
boy
it's there.
Couldn't save his parents. I buried him with my shame and became a samurai who could protect his family.
I never blamed you.
Nor I you.
This is another one of those 10 out of 10 scenes. I think the writing's great. I gotta get handed to it. I think the performance is really well done too.
Find Mad Goro and finish this.
But yeah, but like I said, credit to the writing team. I really like how they had this
You better not
this
run this
rebound
time.
between Jubei and Atsu, where again, it's like I said, it's
I'll break his legs tonight.
they're finding some sort of catharsis, some sort of middle ground between them. Where again, it's like, you know, I kept harping on earlier. Jubei sees that Atsu can't just, you know, settle down and be a samurai and treat things like a samurai,
To our
but
home. What's it like?
Atsu is also realizing that
You should come with me.
this is how he healed. It's like he said, he buried his shame and his regret of that night, and he became who he is now. He came out stronger. He found a family, found the strength to be able to protect it. And that's a good way that he came out of it. Just like, I wouldn't say it's a healthy way that Atsu came out of things.
We know it's you.
Because, you know, she, you know, what is it? You know, those bent on revenge best dig two graves. But,
Kill him.
At least he's not running.
No, he's just stalling.
I swear I'm getting to a point here where, like I said, it's maybe not healthy, but he's understanding and seeing how Atsu dealt with and found, was able to find something to keep going. And it makes, and again, it makes perfect sense why, because of what they each found to keep them going, why Atsu is so bent on revenge and Jubei is, look, we'll get them, but we can't, but it doesn't have to be everything, because he has found family and clan and belonging, and Atsu hasn't. And it's even a level of them understanding each other. Of her understanding and not being mad that Jubei isn't about revenge, because she gets that he found something and it helped him, just like he understands why she has to do this.
That is a long tale from a previous life.
It appears your past isn't done with.
It's like I said, it's just it was those were just really good scenes. The lighting, I gotta give credit to the actors. Like you could hear the emotion, the welling up during the scene, specifically through Atsu's.
If I die, so do my secrets. But help me, and they are yours.
This is the last time.
Why are you knelt down? They could clearly see you.
The kami of fire.
The Oni raiders use this oil.
And now, so do you. Life is funny that way.
There's the back corner, I remember.
Wait for us, crazy bastard! He's not alone! The only Lord Saito will pay one madman and a ghost!
I mean, I get the fear factor. Yes, haha, I dropped the name of the show. But I get that would, you know, be terrifying to have somebody come at you with a flaming sword. But would the flaming sword really hurt you that much more than just a regular, you know, sword?
Is every bounty hunter in Ishikari playing after your head? And toes and everything in between!
I mean, I guess if you don't land a killing blow, you could probably maybe catch, you know, because the blade's essentially coated in oil, you can maybe catch part of them on fire. Yeah, it's just, I feel like it's just, what's the phrase that Archer would use? Barbaric overkill. It's like, you already got a sword. Let that be it.
Your praise is thirsty for fire! There are more below!
You tell I could not judge my distance there.
She came back! I forgot something at the shrine. Could we?
No.
It was a joke.
Mostly.
There's nowhere left to run. He only has his musket. Can't we let bygones be bygones? Don't quick death. We only want them alive.
Stop moving. You bastard. Okay, flaming arrows, I can understand those more than a flaming sword. big ass Kanabo bastards. I love the concept of the Kanabo. It's just, hey, let's you know, like I just pictured the weapon developer, you know, just came up with the idea. It's like, hey, what, you know, I picture two of them just sitting next to each other going, hey, what do you want to do for a big weapon? We have that cool sword.
The harmony between you two.
Well, how about
Come on.
how about a big stick?
We're almost at the
All
bottom.
right, keep following me here. How about a big stick that we put metal around the sides of, and you swing it at people, and it really hurts. So a club then?
This is where
No.
we go.
It's cooler.
Wait.
Oh, right. Our deal. Beneath Oni's castle is an abandoned mine that leads to the sea. You'll need a boat. There may be one hiding along the coast nearby.
Maybe.
Cue the music of I'm on a
I
boat.
left it. Fair warning. The mine smells, it's dark, and you'll probably break your neck. Which is a shame, because it's rather lovely.
Gross.
Goodbye, Goro.
You're not honor-bound to arrest me?
Not today. Though I suggest you find a new profession. One within the law.
And that you're qualified for.
Until we meet again.
He is exhausting.
I like him.
But useful. Now we can sneak into the castle.
And kill the Oni. Together.
I'll find Magoro's boat. Knowing him, it will need repairs. Meet me there when you're ready.
I kind of wish that Mad Goro joined the team. I think that would be fun. You gotta wipe all that oil off your sword. I don't think the flame would burn it all off. Bark, bark. Oh, I didn't mean to scare you, Rosie. I said bark, bark, and she looked at me like, oh no.
Come. Come on, Mochizuki.
There we go. I was like, what are you doing past me? I think I was like, yeah, this would be a perfect time to go kind of like resupply.
Have any armor that needs work? What are we working with? I'm constantly surprised by my own skills.
Here for something explosive? Let me know if you want something. Happy hunting.
You know, I don't get why she's the one you go to boost the ammo capacity of the Oni Flame. I mean, I get it. It's one of those things where it's like, I get it. Like, who else would it be? But
Dies for the weary child.
I don't know why I find her being the one. Just I find that odd. Alright, guys. Audio recording part 2. I don't know what's wrong with me. Somebody asked me yesterday, it's like, dude, are you just, like, really depressed? And I'm like, I think I am. Like, I've always been a procrastinator. That's nothing new, but it's just these last few months, man, I've been having a lot of trouble just getting myself up and doing stuff. You know, and specifically like this last week, I've just been like, I'm just trying to go like, man, I'm not enjoying anything. I'm really having trouble kind of just getting myself into that fun mood to hang out with you guys. You know, I mean, like, shit gets in the way, you know, life gets in the way, but maybe I've been letting it get in the way, if that makes sense. I don't know. I'm gonna finish this recording, get everything edited, put this video up today, maybe spend today, try and have some fun, do something, I don't know, maybe get out of my office, maybe that'll help. Either way, I'll stop trying to be really fucking depressing.
Smells good. What's in the fire?
Salmon,
Of course.
sit, eat. We'll need our strength. Admit it, my salmon was better than yours.
Only because it was fresh.
I really love the lighting in these scenes. It's really well done.
You're nervous.
Earlier today,
You get just a little bit of flicker, it doesn't light the scene too much.
Before a battle. Donned my armor, meditated, even wrote the death poem.
You and your poetry.
None of it helped. I still feel the Oni's grip around my neck.
Well, I'm no samurai. But I have my own ritual of sorts. I like to make a fire and breathe in the smoke
It's not good for you.
and remember what it was like being pinned to that tree.
That's not good for you mentally.
And how I didn't die. Because I freed myself. That grip around your neck. It'll keep you alive.
Again, I'm not entirely sure this is healthy.
Let's go.
Not sure. Hopefully
Storm hits.
it's not like I'm screaming. For some reason my levels look like they're a little higher than what they were earlier. I say earlier, that was like 12 hours ago. I did that first little bit. Took a break for lunch. Stood up, stretched, you know. Of course I fell asleep, don't ask. I really love how he's, you know, oh, I don my armor while I'm just in there, just in regular clothes.
We should expect more guards this time.
I only hope the Oni didn't punish the Matsumai prisoners after our previous attempt.
He needs them to rebuild Saito's castle. Over there. We can use that rock to go ashore.
So is that how they row those boats? That just seems, well, I was about to say seems inefficient, but I guess I could see where it would be. It's kind of like a tail. Okay.
Missing your new friend?
He's endearing, in his own way.
I kind of hope that he shows up in at the end of the game.
Long way up.
I don't know why. Just he seems fun to me.
There's a mine hidden beneath his feet.
If he did, he'd find a way to exploit it.
The amount of lumber and metal and blood he stripped from this land. I wonder if Ishikari Plain will ever recover.
It'll be scarred. But you'd be surprised what nature can overcome.
Meaning?
Our family ginkgo tree. It's sprouting leaves.
Hello, sweetie. I know, you're very cute. I'm not talking to you guys, I'm talking to my cat. Yeah, do you have to put your butt on the laptop? She says
An
yes.
old campfire.
Mad Goros?
Seems likely. Look, Oniraider oil.
And a torch. Nice of him to leave behind something useful. I like the way. Or you could slip.
I'm not so clumsy.
Yeah, I'm not the one wearing heavy armor.
This place does have a smell to it.
Musty. Like wet clothes. Jubei, look there. We can crawl through. Just watch where you put that torch.
Come on. I can see an exit.
It's a tight squeeze.
Keep moving forward. You're almost there. Atsu, look. Support beams. I think we found the mine.
Dead miners. They've been here a while.
Looks like they were trapped in a cave-in. Through here.
You know, with it being the World Cup, I've been seeing a lot of people on YouTube making Blue Lock jokes, and
Magic.
In another life,
I've been seeing people going, "Oh my gosh, Blue Lock just takes soccer and it just goes way too far. I'm good for a good sports anime, but it goes too far." And I sit and go, "Really? You think Blue Lock goes too far? You ever seen Inazuma 11? I believe it. You know, the first season. Okay, it's pretty out there, but okay, it still works as a middle school soccer tournament. All right, season 2." Aliens invade the Earth, and middle schoolers have to play soccer against them to save it.
Rotting bamboo. It won't hold our weight.
Yes, Rose, thank you for walking across the laptop. Thank you.
How did Mad Goro get through here?
Probably fell on his ass. Then his face.
But yeah, that is the plot of the
The other
second
way
season.
around.
Fucking aliens. Third season? World Cup. You know, or like a junior soccer World Cup thing. Which again, okay. I feel like seasons 2 and 3 maybe should have been flipped around. Just saying, maybe we shouldn't have gone with aliens right after middle school soccer. I'm just saying. It went off the wall fucking quickly.
If I break this, I can pull you up. Take my hand. You've been eating too much salmon.
It's muscle. Come on, this way.
What? Just listening to Jubei and going, "It's muscle," just makes me think of the episodes of Always Sunny in Philadelphia where where they were doing Fat Mac.
He'd be proud.
He's like, "You have put on 50 pounds of fat, muscle,
I'm not
fat,
sure he'd
muscle." No, fat.
I know you see yourself as an onryo, and people talk of this ghost who killed the snake. Some of these rumors are true. But what I find most amazing...
To really be fair, we killed
is the
drunk.
girl I remember, my sister, is still in there.
I mean, like I said, let's be honest. The snake was he was not only a drunk, he was also really drunk when we killed him. So, just saying.
Feel that breeze?
There must be an exit nearby. Fresh air. Finally.
This way.
What's the plan once we get inside the castle?
Jubei, I know you want to free the Matsumae, but if we get pinned down, the Oni could react.
They could help us.
We'll see once we're inside.
Thank you, Atsu.
I was about to say, we go inside, we sneak in, and then we stab him to death. I thought that was a pretty obvious plan.
jump ahead.
You know, while I was talking about anime earlier, I want to take a moment to ask this kind of question to you guys, because I saw somebody, they were doing they were assembling kind of like a One Piece style pirate crew from random characters in anime. Okay, a lot of the choices were whatever, but like the one that I had the biggest problem with from his, because he got like random characters and picked 1 out of the 5. It was for the ship's doctor, and what I'm trying to think, it was Marco from One Piece. I think Marco Law, also from One Piece, Orihime from Bleach. Who are the other 2? I think Dende from Dragon Ball, and forget who the last one was.
For repairing the castle's foundation.
But I'm just saying, and I think I saw this in the comments, and I think this is the proper answer, because he went with Law. Bad choice. It just is. And the Appi Appi no Mi is a really cool Devil Fruit ability. But I almost feel like it works if you're it works really well if you're a doctor, but I also don't think you necessarily need that ability to be a doctor. Although I guess you could say the same thing about Marco's Phoenix Fruit.
No, please. Now it's 20. Get back to work.
But no matter what, even if you want to argue which is better, the Phoenix Fruit or the Appi Appi no Mi, the proper question, or the proper answer to the question was Orihime. I mean, she is. If you're going to pick, a doctor or a medical person or whatever from anime, it's Orihime. She has one of the most insane healing abilities of any anime character.
You're the ones who went after the Oni.
I mean, she just
I hope
does.
we didn't make things worse for you.
It was the first time we felt hope in months.
I mean, her ability is essentially time travel.
We are samurai.
But you haven't forgotten.
Never.
We're losing time.
She's right. Arm yourselves.
Her ability is essentially time travel. She can essentially reject fate or cause and effect. I believe that's the way it's really defined. Is she reverses cause and effect essentially. So you lose an arm, she can essentially reject the cause and effect and give you your arm back. But yeah, as far as I understood Orihime's power set, I think it's absolutely wild to think anyone's power set is, better than hers. And I will fight you on that. And if anybody has heard my One Piece takes before and goes, "Oh, really, AJ? You're into another orange-haired anime chick?" Not really, no. Orihime is not my favorite character in that one. I'm actually a Rukia simp. Yeah, fight me on that one. I prefer Rukia over Orihime. Just because she has, Nami's proportions and hairstyle and hair color doesn't mean that I'm, As anybody, again, if anybody doesn't know, as I've always said, not only my One Piece waifu, but my anime waifu in general is Nami from One Piece. Fight me. Shot me with that arrow. I was going for that spear just so I could do that. I'm like, Yeah, I wasted that one.
Death to the Oni Raiders! To the keep!
Stay together!
behind those doors. Juve, with me. Ready?
Pull!
I'll put you in the ground.
You know, watching this, my brain is telling me, you know, I kind of wish I could just throw my Yari. You know, have the ability to use it as a, that's a pretty good toss, if you ask me. But yeah, I kind of wish that you could throw your Yari as a ranged weapon and then go pick it back up.
My lord! The other prisoners!
Go. They need you.
Come with me.
You are the samurai. I am something else. This is the way it should be.
We are our father's twin wolves.
No one can take that from us.
In every scene, god damn it, like I was saying in the first part of this, again, it's that realization that even though they're on different paths, they are still their father's twin wolves.
No further.
You know, it is, even though, you know, he's the samurai, she's the Onryo.
My prisoner.
I was hoping you'd show your face, Kanta.
His,
This time I'll hurt more than your pride.
you know, his duty is to save them. Her mission is to take out Neoni.
That's for how you treated your prisoners.
It's just, like I said, I think it's the perfect culmination of everything. What was I saying a second ago? Oh, right, how I kind of wish you could use your Yari as a thrown weapon, but I guess the Yari wasn't meant to be a thrown spear. Where a lot of Western spears could kind of serve dual purpose, even though they were more of a they were a melee weapon, but they were made hefty enough that you could throw them and they would hit you with some impact. I guess because a Yari is so thin, which is made because it was kind of an infantry. If I remember correctly, the Yari was very much the weapon of the levy. You know, it's what you'd give to your kind of like peasant infantry because it's easy to use.
You gutted my father.
Yes, there is mastery in it, but still.
Then you tried to burn me alive.
So that's why it's more lightweight, so it wouldn't have the impact if it was thrown. And I'll shut the hell up now.
I am a general, a war hero.
Great lighting, by the
I
way.
should be on a battlefield, not repairing this rotting and molding castle for someone else. But I must do as my lord commands.
The demon of Ishikari Plain, blaming everyone but himself. What would your men say if they could hear you now?
Draw your sword.
Wait a minute, yeah, I was about to say, I pulled my katana. I didn't have my Yari out. Little continuity error.
They may call you Yondio, but you are still that scared little girl. Your father deserved to die. He was disloyal.
He was loyal to his family.
See, I like that. I like how you can drink the sake to restore your valor, and then use the bottle as a thrown weapon in the middle of the fight. I mean, it makes perfect sense that you would have access to the bottle, and the whole point, that, again, it's to use your environment and to use all your resources available. God damn, I love this scene. I think because I played into the next couple areas of this game, I love that scene, just the smoke, the lighting of it. This section, I'm not as big a fan of. The up there in his little treasury. Holy shit, that scene had so much ambiance. It was so fucking cool. This felt a little too fantastical to me.
There's the face I remember.
Some of those short slashes I have trouble defending. Just getting the timing of them down. Like, a lot of his swings are pretty slow and easy to read. It's those quick ones when he hits you and then quickly redirects the blade off the rebound of the parry.
I will pin you to that damn
Those I find really tough to hit.
brother Watts. I am a hero. Lord Saito's greatest general.
They may call you Oni. You're just a bitter old man.
Yeah, I feel like that.
There's the face
That would be really hard to stab down like that with an Odachi. Small detail, but I really like that. How if you get hit with the yellow attack and you end up losing your sword, she has another katana, and and the game doesn't just treat it as, oh, that katana's only for the dual katana stance. No, you can use both katanas.
There's the face I remember.
You know, I mean, you lose access to the dual katana, obviously, because the other one is somewhere on the battlefield. Like right now, I get that, but it's a really nice.
Brother, next.
It's something that I feel like some games would just go, well, but that katana's only for the dual katana, not for, you know, single katana use. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying? It's one of those things that it easily could have just been viewed as, well, no, that's not your single-use katana. That's your dual-blade katana. Therefore, you wouldn't use it if you lose the main katana. Well, no, you lose access to using two because you don't have two anymore, but you still have one. And I know it sounds like I'm saying something so obvious, but I feel like some developers would overlook it, or would just wouldn't think to add that mechanic where the character would pull out the secondary.
I'm a hero! Lord Saito's greatest general!
They may call you Oni. You're just a bitter old man. I avenge my father.
He is a rotting corpse. Nothing will change that.
Come on, there we go.
crawl. You are no warrior.
I mean, he is. He's just also an asshole. I love the dual beheading. That was pretty sweet.
Only radio reinforcements. We need to go. It's over.
For the Oni.
You'll continue the hunt. I need to report to Clan Matsumai High Command. But once that's done, will I find you at home?
If you want to.
I will do whatever it takes to bring our family peace. You are not alone, Atsu.
Neither are you.
I better get back.
Hug, damn it. Hug.
See you around, brother.
The only thing I could that I needed from that was a hug. Then it would have been perfect.
You took your time coming home.
Someone with a grudge is picking off members of our old gang. Not exactly something to rush back to.
So you were afraid?
Forgive us, Father. There is no excuse.
You are my sons. The dragon and the spider. Your actions, or in this case inaction, reflects upon me.
Our mission was a success. We are one step closer to achieving our vision for the North.
His vision.
Maybe if you weren't blind drunk all the time, you'd manage a vision of your own. Then again, maybe not. Come. We have much to prepare for.
I still don't fully understand how to use the
Oni
Onryo whale.
Your twin wolves are together again. The kitsune is still out there in Teshio Ridge.
All right, I think we're still gonna finish up some stuff here in Ishikari Plains for the next video. I need to actually look at that one and see exactly what we're doing. But, yeah, we'll keep on keeping on. And, trying to think if there's anything else. I don't think so. Guys, thank you so much for putting up with me. I'm sorry that I'm in a funk. Like I said, I think it's been hitting me this last few months, but I don't know. I try and go, no, I'm not depressed. I'm just whatever. No, I'm not this. But I think I have been. Now, you know, that I just kind of sit and think about it, and the way I've just been lethargic, it's been a lot of things. Just really having trouble finding joy in just what the things I like, but either way, it's my problem. I'll work through it, as I always do. And part of that is hanging out with you guys. So, guys, thanks so much for watching. Backup channel in the description, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. See y'all in the next one. Till then, I'm out.